Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm of course your host, Droodles, Blitz, and in today's video, I'm going to be playing in the best performing Tier 10 tank, and as you read in the title of today's video, it might just surprise you. Now this information, as you can see, was grabbed from update 8.8, which was just a few weeks ago. So we're on a website called Blitz Analysis. It gives you statistics of how certain vehicles are being played compared to the average win rate of players. So we're going to go to tank stats, we're going to go to Tier 10, and we're going to scroll to the highest relative win rate in the game, and it's the mouse. Now yes, the Type 71 is above the mouse, but we all know the Type 71 is a Japanese vehicle in testing, so that doesn't count. But the mouse is the #1 performing heavy tank and vehicle in World of Tanks Blitz at Tier 10. That's pretty impressive, and then it's followed by the IS-4, and then followed by the IS-7. I bet you didn't expect the IS-4 to be performing better than the IS-7 still. Personally, I believe it does better, down to the fact that the IS-4's gun is way more reliable, and being able to penetrate opponents is much better than just being able to bounce shells. So let's go over to Blitz, and let's play in this beast of a vehicle. Now, the mouse was so large in real life, at 188 tons, that it would actually crush any bridge that it were to drive on. That's actually a true fact. It's something that a lot of people don't know. So it actually had a snorkel fitted to it. Imagine in Blitz you could actually drive underwater like a submarine. That would be pretty cool. But that's probably not going to be the case anytime soon when it comes to Blitz. Unless that'd be a pretty good April Fool's joke. But yeah, we will see how the battle goes. Now, what makes the mouse so good at winning? Well, it's the fact that it's got 3,000 hit points, and especially when players in Tier 10 are getting worse and worse, at least in my opinion, it means that a vehicle like the mouse can get more and more bounces. It also carries pretty beefy alpha at 460 damage per shot. A lot of people don't think of the mouse carrying big alpha, but yet the IS-7 they do. Well, yeah, the mouse is the same alpha damage as the IS-7, and I'd actually say the gun's better than the IS-7, judging that it's got very similar DPM, but its penetration is actually more on the APCR. You're basically carrying the Ferdinand gun, or the Jagdpanther 2 gun, just down from Tier 8 all the way up at Tier 10. Now, we got penetrated, but we still have 2,600 hit points left, which is still 500 more than the 50 TP. We get penetrated by the IS-7. I couldn't care less. We're just going to continue on pushing up. Oop, there's the Waffenträger we've spotted. Get a nice shot into the 50 TP, and continue wiggling. There you go, nice bounce, and now we are in the base. We are spotting for our team, and this is why the mouse can be a fantastic vehicle. Here we go, we got the 50 TP again. Nice slap into his lower plate, and back to angling. Now we know the IS-7 is trying to get off to my side, but that's not too much of a worry right now, because we also got the 113 over here, we got the E100. Let's go for a shot into the E100. There you go, nice penetration, and go back to angling. Alright, we do gotta be careful, but we're not really getting hit all too hard as it is, so we're just gonna keep on trying to bounce shells. We got the 50 TP, get a nice shot into his vehicle, and now because of the opponents and how they're pushing on me, I'm going to back up from the 50 TP, and we're going to start angling towards the IS-7. Now, the IS-7, as we know, has very poor premium penetration, so that means that I should be able to penetrate the IS-7 quite easily, and the IS-7 is going to struggle to cut through my tank. Unfortunately, I've also lost 2 of my vehicles. We've lost a T100 LT and a M5Yo, which is not amazing for my team. Let's get a nice slap into the lower plate of the E100 and start backing up. Here we go, angle the vehicle, and hopefully we can get a nice bounce. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. We're getting more bounces, doing our job. This is just why the mouse can do so well at winning. Oh, we got the 50 TP. Let's get a... I can say the accuracy after it was nerfed is not amazing, as you saw there, but what do you expect? It is a Tier 10 super heavy, and, well, you can't expect every shell to penetrate with this vehicle. We got the 113 and the IS-7 off to the side. Fire shell, beautiful, right into the rear of the enemy there. But at the same time, I'm going to start backing up, because that 113 is probably going to try and get a shell into me. We also got the Waffenträger over here, so, well, let's see if we can get a shell into the WT. Let's aim in an HE as well. Nice! Look at that. We got the WT finished off with the help of the 183. And with that, they have a lot of vehicles left. I'll be honest, they have a lot of tanks left, and we might not win this. I mean, I'm trying my best here, but my team is seriously trying to throw away their hit points. But We'll find out, won't we? Now, the IS-7 is going to be a lot easier to bounce than the 113, so I'm going to angle towards the 113, get a nice bounce from him as well, but it looks like this is not going to be a very long-lived battle. Let's get one shell into the enemy 113, angle away from the IS-7, but as you can see, I was not able to get a bounce. Now, even though this is going to be a loss, you can very easily see how in this battle, the IS-7 is a fantastic, or not the IS-7, the mouse is a fantastic vehicle. Sorry, I had a bit of a loss of words there for a moment. We could have won this. I mean, unfortunately, our T100 LT died very quickly, and the enemy's up on base cap, and that's just one of the major downsides of Supremacy. But we did a pretty solid job. So maybe, just maybe, this 183 is going to be able to finish off the enemy IS-7. You never know. Come on. And that is a no. Well, there you go. That is our first battle. It is a loss. Here we are loading into our second battle. Hopefully this time it goes a bit better. What do we have up against us? We got an E100, a 183, an FE4005, an FE4202, IS-7, a 50 TP, and as well an E50. Well, let's see just how that ends up working out. I'm obviously going to be pushing towards base C speed. Okay, well, obviously the mouse doesn't get much speed out because it only has a top speed of 25 kilometers per hour. But as I say every time I make my video on the mouse, it has a pretty good power to weight ratio, meaning that even though you're not very fast, you do quite easily get up to top speed. And then comes the part of ramming. Yeah, the mouse does not have a lot of DPM, but the thing about this tank is if you slightly tap heavy tanks, you're usually going to take off 100 to 150 hit points every single time you slightly nudge them. And if you do that enough times, that's actually going to give you a lot of damage. It's one of the reasons why I really do like just full speeding into enemy opponents with the mouse. So here we go. We got the FE4202 off to the side, we got the 50 back there, and right now there's not much I can really do, unless they continue pushing up, but we'll find out later, I guess, right? There's the IS-7. Got a bounce, that's great, and he penetrated right in the middle of my tank, because don't you know the IS-7 is just that accurate heavy tank. Either way, I'm going to keep on pushing up, because that's my job in this tank. So here we go, we got the IS-7, and he pens me again, and our AP rolls 380. Why does this game hate me so much today? I don't even know what to say. Like, this is the saddest stuff I've ever seen. Either way, hopefully we can get a shell into this E50. There you go, nice tap for 400. And we're down a WZ-113 GFT. Impressive. All right. This could be another loss, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to try and make the chances as little as possible for it being a loss. We got a nice shell into the FE4202, and you can see the gun's nice. I mean, being able to penetrate opponents for 460, not really care about enemies shooting you. I mean, even though this IS-7 has penned me a very, very large chunk of times, we still have 2,100 hit points, which is actually more than the IS-7 carries. Just the bad news is down to the fact that my team is not doing the best of jobs here, are they now? So let's reload. Let's get a shell onto the 50 TP. Nice tap for 408. We do have the U100 on my rear, but I don't have to worry about the 50 TP anymore, meaning that now we can start pushing up on the IS-7. So here we are, aiming on his lower plate and fire. Ah, we just missed the shot. But we just push up on him, and this is where I love the mouse, is just having so many hit points against a vehicle like this IS-7. Now, even though this 4005 is going to clip me, I could care less, because we still have enough hit points to deal with this IS-7, even with the 4005 shooting me. So let's do that right now. We should be able to shoot an HE right into the engine deck. There you go. Nice shot. And, yeah, I mean, look at this. Even with being clipped by a 4005 while getting shot by the IS-7, now this guy's running away like a wimp because that's what he's about to be. Have fun there. Bye-bye. Either way, well, RML2 kind of sucks too, but either way, I'm going to push up. Let's see if we can get a shell in. Boop! There you go, 476, and with that, we finish him off. This is why the mouse does well. It just does well because there's so much pushing potential. I was able to push on the IS-7 and not even care about 1,300 damage being taken off of my tank. I mean, you can't name another vehicle that gets away with not even caring about it. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is why the mouse is such a good tank. It does have moments where you get a team like that last one on Yamato, and you will lose. And there are many teams like that where they do not capitalize on what you're doing, and they throw the game. But sometimes you are able to do just that. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.